make it very simple. How do we balance chemical equation? First of all, before we study about how to balance a chemical equation, let us know what is actually chemical equation. So chemical equation, it is shorthand representation of a chemical reaction. What is, children? It is the shorthand representation of a chemical reaction. So in terms of symbol and formulae, we write chemical equations in terms of symbol and formulae. So what is actually here chemical reaction? Chemical reaction is the one, in this process a new substance is formed with new properties. That is called chemical reaction. So we write this chemical reaction in the form of chemical equation. So I'll give you an example. Let us take an example 1. So A plus B gives rise to C plus D. So what is this A plus B and what is this C plus D is? So A plus B, if you observe, it is written on the left side, and C plus D is written on the right side. And which is written on the left side of a chemical equation, that we called reactant, and which is written on the right side, we call it as product. So is it clear, class? So which is written on the left side is called reactant, and which is written on the right side is called product. Okay, and if you observe, in between this reactant and in between this product, we are indicating a plus sign and an arrow mark which is heading towards product. Means this arrow mark gives us the direction of reaction. So in which way the reaction generally takes place. So let us try to understand with some examples. I'll put down some examples. So H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2O. It's one chemical reaction. So children, identify reactants and products here. Very good. So H2 and O2 are reactants and H2O is a product. The same way I'll put down one more equation. CaO plus H2O gives rise to CaOH taken twice. So what are reactants and products in this equation? Very good. Calcium oxide and water and calcium hydroxide. These two are reactants and these are product. Now hope so it is very clear. Reactants are written on the left hand side, product are written on the right hand side. If there are more than one reactant or more than one product separated by plus sign, both reactant and product are separated by an arrow mark pointing towards product, which shows direction of reaction. Okay, is it clear, class? So let us study with some more examples. So you need to remember, after writing a chemical equation, for example, we have studied in one of the activity. So one of the activity we have written that calcium oxide reacts with water and it forms calcium hydroxide. So where do we came across this? We came across an activity 1. Okay, so we have seen that. So this is what this type of representation we call it as word equation. So we write this word equation, it's a quite long one. We write this word equation in short form. So how do we write short form? By using symbol and formulae. So CaOH plus H2O gives rise to CaOH taken twice. Now simple, this is a chemical equation. Okay, one more example. Zinc plus hydrochloric acid gives rise to zinc chloride and hydrogen. So this is word equation. Again we write word equation in the form of symbol and formula, that becomes our chemical equation. ZnCl2 plus H2. If you observe carefully, Here H2 is written in form H2O and O2 is written in the form of O2. Always you remember, H2 is written in the diatomic form, hydrogen is written in the form of diatomic form of H2, oxygen as O2. It means it's a one molecule of oxygen contains two atoms of oxygen. Okay, one molecule of hydrogen contains two atoms of hydrogen. Remember always. And nitrogen is also written as N2. Okay, chlorine is written as Cl2 in the same way. Clear? Why? Because their atomicity is 2. Okay, hope so you have understood about. So how do we write a chemical equation? So here this is how do we write a chemical equation. Let us move forward. So after writing a chemical equation, you need to keep in mind that number of atoms on both the sides of equation must be same. Okay, so here for example I'll put down here this one, zinc plus HCl gives rise to ZnCl2 plus H2. So here one atom of zinc, one atom of zinc, one atom of hydrogen, two atoms of hydrogen. Here number of atoms are not similar. So such equations we call it as unbalanced chemical equation. Such equations we call it as unbalanced chemical equation. One more for example, CaO which is written above, we have seen like CaO plus H2O gives rise to CaOH taken twice. So here calcium on the left hand side one, on the right hand side one. Hydrogen on the left hand side are two atoms and on the right hand side are also two atoms. Oxygen are 2, 1 plus 1, 2 and 2. So here number of atoms are similar. So when number of atoms are similar, we call it as what? Balanced chemical equation. Okay. So class, you have to remember that if a chemical equation is unbalanced one, if number of atoms are not similar on both sides, okay, we should balance a chemical equation. Why? A question rises. Why do we need to balance a chemical equation? Right? Every chemical reaction, remember children, every chemical reaction has to follow law of conservation of mass. So we already know, according to the law of conservation of mass of substance before and after reaction should be same. So according to this, what it says, mass is neither created, we can write it as neither created nor destroyed. And we also know that the ultimate particle which undergoes in a reaction is, that is atom, right? So in a chemical reaction which is taking place, number of atoms on both sides of equation, must be same, right? Hence we balance a chemical equation. So in the next class we'll study about balancing a chemical equation with few more examples. Okay, thank you children, hope you have understood this class. Thank you.